welcome back to my channel. It's Wangui here, and if you're new to my channel, I create content around cooking, cleaning and organization. I also do a day in the life vlogs and hauls. Today's video is a cooking video. You guys love my cooking videos so much, and I had to bring you one at the start of the year. So today I'm going to be showing you how I make a naan bread and coconut chicken curry. I hope you enjoy this recipe, and if you do, please make sure you like this video, leave me a comment and let me know what you think of it. Also share the video with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, and make sure your post notifications are turned on so each time I upload a video you will be the first to know. So without further ado, let's get straight into the recipe. So for the naan bread, I'm going to use plain yogurt, some sugar, some yeast, an egg, salt, flour, and oil. For the chicken coconut curry, I'm going to use some tomatoes, some onions, some carrots, tomato paste, coconut milk, salt, chicken breast, garlic, spring onions, dhania stalks, dhania, turmeric, curry powder, black pepper, and paprika. Here are all my ingredients for today. I am going to be starting with the naan bread. I need to make the dough and leave it for a while to rest, and then we're gonna come back and make the coconut chicken curry. So I've mixed the yeast in sugar water, and I've also mixed yogurt with an egg and some oil. So I want to mix the two together, then add my flour, make the dough, and then set it aside to rise. So the idea is to have a soft dough but not sticky, so I've made mine to perfection. So I'm just going to roll it into a ball and then put it in this bowl and cover it with this cloth for about 30 to 1 hour. Then I'll come back, roll it, and then we're gonna make the naan bread. So while the dough takes some time to rise, I am going to start making the coconut chicken curry, and I have just shown you all the ingredients. This recipe is really simple, but it is just so delicious. You want to have it every day. So I'm going to start preparing it. Follow the steps, but I'm going to include these two recipes in the description box, so in case you want to make it at a later date, you can always come back and refer to the recipes there. I like to add coriander stalks because they have the most flavor than the leaves, but I like to add them just after the garlic so that they can take some time to release the flavors. And if you try this, you tell me, you will see a difference in your food. I'm going to add the spices now. Remember, this is paprika, black pepper, curry powder, and turmeric. I'm going to add them now so that they can have some time to fry up and to soak in the mixture that I am going to make in here, and to have time to release the flavors and just infuse the chicken with all this goodness. been about a minute. I'm going to add the chicken in here, then leave this to cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to return the heat to high so that the chicken can cook evenly and also get a bit of a crust to it before I add the other ingredients. Tip that I learned for cooking meat and having the best flavor meat: don't cover the pot immediately you add the meat. That way it's not going to soak up in the juice, it's going to release. Also, don't turn the meat as many times as you might feel inclined to. Please don't turn it, just leave it to braise on the bottom and turn it after a minute or two. So as you can see, the chicken has not released juice. This makes it flavorful, and it has cooked inside and browned nicely, and the spices have married into it quite incredible. It's now time to add the tomatoes. I'm going to add them, salt them a bit, cover the pot and leave them to cook for like 5 minutes. So the tomatoes have cooked and they are all soft, so I am going to add the tomato paste. I like to add it earlier on so that it gets time to cook. You can taste the taste of tomato paste if it's not cooked, and it's not a pleasant taste at all. So I like to add it now, just after the tomatoes have cooked, and then I'm going to cover this again and leave to boil for like 5 minutes. So this has been boiling for the last 5 or so minutes, and I'm going to add my carrots now. This is entirely optional. You can add any vegetable that you like, but I want some crunch, and carrots just do it for me because of the sweetness they come in. I've left the carrots to cook in here for a minute or so, and now I'm going to add my coconut cream, which is the star of the show today. We'll mix this in nicely. Then I'm going to adjust the salt and then cover, reduce heat, and cook for like 5 to 10 minutes. It definitely needs a little more salt. So the idea is to thicken this soup into a thick paste. So that's what we are going to do, but since we don't want it to reduce, we're just going to lower the heat so that the sauce remains but it gets thicker. So as the stew thickens, I'm going to check on the dough and then roll it out on the surface, and then now get it ready to fry on the pan. chosen to roll out the dough using my fingers just because I fancy the irregular shape of naan bread. So I'm not going to use a rolling pin, but you can for quick results, or if maybe you're making too many. But for mine, I only have 5 and I want them to be mini. I don't want them to be big sizes, so that I can just have one when I need to. Before we get started on the naan bread, I wanted to check the consistency of the soup, and this is what you should achieve: some thick, saucy kind of soup. So I'm just going to garnish this with some coriander, and that will be it. But I'll come back and show you once I plate it together with the naan bread. So I've made all the rounds that I needed to. I've spread them out nicely. So all I need to do is oil this pan and then place the rolled out dough here and leave it to cook on low heat for about 5 minutes so that it cooks evenly, even inside, and it has time to rise as well. So while I cook that, I am going to fry up some garlic, just a bit, with some butter, and then add coriander. I'm going to use that mix to baste on top of the naan bread, just to give it some texture and flavor. So as you can see, it's starting to bubble up and kind of doubling in size. So I'm going to turn this side and see if it has browned. Yeah, beautiful. So that's what I'm going to do to the rest of the others, and then once they are all done, I am going to baste the garlic dhania butter mixture on them while they are still hot. So guys, this is how the food has turned out, and let me tell you, it is so delicious, and it goes together so well and so beautifully. So if you're looking to create a recipe to impress your guests, or maybe for your family over the weekend, I highly recommend you try these recipes. They are so easy and they're just delicious. And if you wanna make them, I'm going to leave them written down in the description box, so you can always go back there and check and cook and just impress. Surely you will just have to impress. Anyway guys, that is all I had for you guys today. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, share this video with your friend, and make sure your post notifications are on, so every time I upload a video, you are the first to know. So guys, let me sit, enjoy my delicious meal, and I am going to talk to you next time. Bye.